because this is a town hall and I want to spend most of my time in a conversation with you. I did one of these when I was here in KL last year. Once again, what I really want to do is take your questions, have a conversation about your hopes and your ideas, how you see the future. But I do want to briefly explain why I believe a partnership with America is so important. As you know, I've got a strong personal connection to Southeast Asia. I spent time as a young boy in Indonesia. My sister Maya is half Indonesian. She was born in Jakarta. My mother spent years working in rural villages in this region, empowering women. And so the rich tradition of the Pacific, the food, the people, which I like the people and I really like the food. Now this is part of who I am and how I see the world. But even if I didn't have that special attachment, I would still know that the United States has to be a partner with Southeast Asia. It's critical for our shared future. It's home to so much of humanity, home to some of the world's fastest growing economies. And that's a key focus of my foreign policy, deepening engagement with nations and peoples in this region. And we've been very successful over the last several years, making great strides. We've strengthened our alliances. We've deepened our partnerships with emerging countries and institutions like ASEAN. We recently negotiated the landmark Trans-Pacific Partnership to grow our economies and support jobs in each of our countries. Together, we're working to stand up for human rights and democracy. And I want to commend, in particular, the people of Myanmar for their participation in last week's historic election. Critical step in their transition to a more peaceful and prosperous and democratic Myanmar. But as important as they are, security alliances and trade agreements are not enough. Governments and even businesses don't have all the solutions. We've got to have a relationship that's from the bottom up, not just from the top down. Not just among the most wealthy or powerful, but also from ordinary people. Who are trying to give opportunity to everybody. And so that people-to-people relationship is what's really important, and relationships between young people within the region and with the United States is what's really important. Connecting to each other, understanding each other can have a profound impact, whether it's a student exchange program or Yuna doing a duet with Usher. Now think about it. Here in the ASEAN